All right, all right. Okay, that should be going.
Hey, Leo.
How you doing? How you doing? You doing good today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Already. So I like to hear. All right, let me get some stuff. Windows closed real quick. Ooh. All right, all right. Hello, good people. Welcome to the Cheat Algo class. It's your boy, thanks Neo, and I'm gonna be walking you through the algo, the ins and outs, the do's and the don'ts, and whatnot. Okay. So, if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute and ask. This class is not going to be, well, I'm recording today on TradingView. So, you want to go back, you can look at it on TradingView. But, yeah, just follow me. Thanks to you on TradingView. You'll be able to go rewatch the video today. All right. And if you have any questions, just ask. Okay. So, yeah. And I'll gladly review it. If I'm talking too fast, I'll repeat it. Don't mind whatsoever. So, let's get to it. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so
First question, Leo, not to cut you off, but
yes,
how would we go to trading view? We just go to trading view and look you up, or how do we get you in trading view?
uh, yeah, you can go on Trading View and just look me up. It's my name is across the board. Thanks, Nia.
Okay.
Yes, I think it's a little tricky, but if you go on there, they'll probably show them live streaming. There's a little tab right there. Mm-hmm. Bada boom, bada bing. Or you ever see me post a chart? That link normally take you straight to my profile, like that.
Okay.
All right, no problem. So this is Trading View, okay? And what we're gonna do. So typically, when after you sign up, you send all your information over, and you get everything done with the onboarding process. You give your username, all that good stuff. You come right over here to the invite only script. So preferably, you want to wait about 48 to 72 hours to be granted access to the algo. Once you get access, it'll be right over here in the invite only scripts. It's gonna be all green locks, right? Once you see that, you good to go. So you're just gonna click on each one of these. This one time, please, only once. If you do it more than once, it's gonna double up the indicators and it's gonna be reading on top of each other, right? Then it's gonna look like a mess. Once you do that, you can hit a star to favor those uh the indicators so they'll land up in here in the favorites area. But yeah, just click right on algo, squeeze, swing. Just like that, they'll appear right here on your chart. Okay. Let's hit X. And this how it's gonna look. So right now we're gonna be talking about Tesla because I'm in Tesla puts. Okay, so yeah, yeah, we running races right now. Okay, with the Tesla puts. I seen it with me and a couple other guys talking about it, and yeah, we took full advantage. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Even Algo called for that put.
Leo, I got a question.
Yeah, what you got?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Peace and blessings.
Why did you take Tesla puts? I'm sorry. I
Well,
just want to know.
it been running hot, and then also on a 4 hour had an evening star.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll go over that in a second. Yeah, you see, it's already at TP3. So let's talk about trade manager real quick. So this the cheat code algo, this the algo, this the squeeze, this the swing. These are the trade managers. The trade managers, it gives you your stop loss, entry, and take profits 1 through 4. And as you see, where's current price? Right at TP3. So this is take profit 3. So this here right here helps you scale out of your position and these online. I'm gonna go in more details on those after I explain the oscillators, and then we're gonna get into this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so there's no cap with this thing. All right, and also if you're gonna get the algo, if you don't have TradingView currently, please get the Pro Plus package. That way you can have the necessary amount of indicators you like, and it don't restrict you from anything. Okay, you gotta That in the real time market data, please. You gotta have those too. Because if not, you're gonna be delayed by 15 minutes. So get the real time market data and possibly get the Pro Plus package on TradingView. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the swing and then we're going to work our way back up. All right. So, first thing first, I want you to go into the swing settings. How you get to the settings, you come right over here on the swing and then you're going to hover right there on the word swing. You're going to see the eye, you're going to see the gear icon. Once you see that gear icon that says settings, you're going to click on that. And then this panel right here is going to pop up. From there, I want you to go into style. Okay. Once you go into style, I want you to go down to zero level. Zero level. Okay. You want to hit this. Boom. I want you to turn this white. Let's click off of that real quick. Then hit this, and I want you to turn this to a solid line. If you don't like solid line, you got options here, but preferably a solid line and turn it white. What they're gonna do is they're gonna highlight this on your oscillator real quick because it's already there, it's grayed out, but you need to see it, and that way it stands out more defined, and that way you can see what's happening as the market taking place. And I'm about to explain to you what it does exactly. Okay. Uh Everybody else can hear me, correct? Somebody saying you have an issue with sound.
Yep, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. If you having issues with sound, probably have to go out and come back in. So, all right. So once you do that, just simply hit OK, and you're done. Okay. So let's maximize pain real quick, and let's go into what this thing does. So this zero line, right, is the neutral zone for price and telling you what side the market price is on. When it's above, it's in a bullish side of the market. When it's below, it's in a bearish side. Yes, the swing goes green to red, right? But just because it's going green to red, excuse me, doesn't mean it's not coming down, right? A lot of times you see this, well, technically it's still in a bullish market. So a lot of times traders say, oh, I got 4 confirmation. Everything is coming down. The swing is red, the squeeze red, everything calling for sales, right? But you got to understand what side of the market you're on. This is a bullish trend, so we ain't gonna be expecting for down move, right? We're gonna be saying, hey, if it comes up to support, I'm not gonna play bullish territory, and this could be a simple retracement. All right, retracement to support level, and you never want to get caught in those thinking that it's gonna continue going down. If you coming up to support, this indicator right here, that's a simple white line, gonna help identify when you're coming up to support, right? Just by simply being right here. So here's a great example. Perfect. We'll use this right here. Boom. I'm gonna put these 2 lines right there. All right. So little green dots and red dots are called indicators. As the swing opens up, as you see here, it increases in momentum. Once it starts pinching close, guess what? That's close and slower momentum. So this was probably like a lower high, and then from there it picked back up and came down. But once you see it got down to the zero level or close to it, price started to curl and came right back up, as you see, right? So let's show you what that looked like with the rest of the price action. Bam, off bat, you got a caution candle with a sell signal. All right, lining up with the squeeze, with the indicator on the squeeze, price drop. As I told you, remember this the green indicator, right? That was that little up move. That was your lower high. Price dropped again, came back, and continued on down until you got right here. I'm gonna explain this candle. I love this candle right here. So I'm gonna explain this in a split second. Let me cut this volume. Bam, we don't want that. I'm just gonna highlight this candle for y'all. Boom. All right, and we're gonna come back to this candle later. Okay, let's keep your eye on that candle. But as you see, right, the moment the green indicator came in and closed up, price took off again. So if you was let's say you happen to miss the down move, it's okay because you know you're still in a bullish market. So the moment it found support, start accumulating right here and start pushing out, you know, hey, it's safe to say I'm still in the bullish side of the trend because I'm above the zero line. I can take this back to the upside. And if you back out, you'll see you're still in a nice uptrend. You just happily had a deep little pull retracement, right? From there to there, that's a deep low retracement, but you put in a new high. So there's nothing but a deeper, higher low to go for a new higher high. So if you didn't let them fake you out, you'll be good to go. All right. So that's your swing. Any questions on the swing? Oh yeah, I gotta show you the boxes. Gotta show you those boxes. All right. So you see these red and green lines here? Typically, when the swing get down to one of those extreme levels, these boxes will show. It's either going to be a green box on the top side, a red box on the bottom side. When those boxes show, that it's telling you prices are moving aggressively in one said direction. Okay, let's see if I can find one. Do, 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 do. Oh, I know what to do. They always on the spot, so I'm just gonna have to simply go over there. And that's how we'll do that. Boop. And we'll go down to weekly chart. There you go. So when these boxes show up, right? Typically you'll see these on lower time frames. They also can go on higher time frames. This telling you that is in a high demand area. When it's up here above the red line, I mean it's in high demand. When price come out of here, it normally makes an aggressive move back down to the zero line to retest for support and cool off. In most cases, unlike the SPY, it will come up here. Then once it comes out, it makes an aggressive move to test this or break this and go to the downside. Vice versa for the downside. You'll see a red box here. Red box down below. Let you know, hey, this thing about to go up and out. Thing about this is, right, that you notice we've been trying to come out of here for a while, but this is the SPY, which is a ETF of the S&P 500. And every ETF, every retirement package, every investor pretty much invest in this primarily because it's a, no brainer, right? Put your money in here, let it sit for 30 years, you'll be fine. That's why a lot of people buy into the SPY. That's why I stay in a high demand area. We all know this, correct? Cool. So that's the green box. You'll see a red one down here if price get really, really beat down. Let me think who should have one. Let's try PayPal. I know they was beat down for a long period of time. So they should have one. All right. So as you see right here, once you see this little red box, price will come out of here and like to make an aggressive move up. Okay. So that's what it does. But in this case, PayPal has been, on hard times. FinTech fell off last year, and these the end results of that. Okay, so that's why. All right, so let's go back to Tesla. Okay, bada boom, bada bing. And back to 1 hour chart. Okay, now let's clean the chart up and we're gonna get into the squeeze. So we're gonna come back again, SOS, go into the settings. Then from there, I want you to go into inputs. And from inputs, I want you to see you have your bullish regular divergence, bearish regular divergence, bullish hidden divergence, and bearish hidden divergence. I want you to check all these boxes and cut these on, right? These things are very handy, especially when you're trying to catch reversals. You see price kind of topping out, acting funny, and this will really let you know what's going on, how to best get your entries for the reversal side, and so forth and so forth. Okay, so you're just gonna hit OK with this, and then bam, let me go over these real quick. So a divergence is a disagreement between price and your oscillator, right? Both of them telling the story, one telling the truth, one telling a lie. Okay. So that's the thing you always want to keep in mind. So as you see here, you have a bearish hidden divergence. Each divergence is going to come in the way of the trend. So if it's red, it's bearish. If it's green, it's bullish. Simple enough, right? Chico like to keep this very simple. Okay, nothing fancy. Just cut dry simple. Okay, cool. So from there, as you see, price was running up. Boom, 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 boom. Then we had a bearish hidden divergence come in. Price took a little spill. Then you had a bearish regular divergence come in. Price tried to tap out. But once again, the bullish hidden divergence came in to save the day. That kept price from taking a nasty little spill down at that said level. Now, a lot of times, you'll wonder, like, this divergence came in, now this one came in. Well, this divergence cancel out the last divergence, right? Keep that in mind. So the one that follows each one will cancel out the previous one. So this one gonna reign more presence than this one back here because it's the newest one. So they're gonna say, well, we was going down. Then some investors came in and say, we like this level, we want to buy it up very aggressively, and that's how that happens. Okay, so that's what a divergence is. Very neat. A lot of times it keeps you out of a lot of trouble. So you seen this running up, right? But you see it's drawing the peaks to let you know, like, hey, from this peak to this peak, the momentum been leaving out, but price steady going up. That means price going up underneath low momentum. What happened when price go up underneath low momentum? Price drop. Regular divergence, line up with your sell signal, boom, to the dirt. All right. Now I'm gonna add a little extra secret sauce to the squeeze real quick to let you know how I prefer to use it and how I like it. So I go back in here, cut on the main trend MA, right? Check that box down there. Then I want you to come down here and select Hall MA, right? Once you get that selected, it's hit that little drop down box right there. Boom, boom. Then I want you to change this to 20. Okay. Once you change that to 20, then you're gonna hit OK. So right now I'm gonna leave this up there so everybody can get your screenshots. And you, if you're following along with your algo, you can also set it. So I'm just gonna leave it up there for a couple of minutes. Y'all can do whatever y'all need to do with that. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So we should be good now, right? Okay, smooth. So we're gonna hit OK. Now it's a moving average. So it's a little bit faster. It's unlike your EMA or SMAs, it's faster than those. So it's the whole moving average. It's just a different calculation. All right. So when you look, it reads momentum way better. So you see the little distance between each one, right? That's gonna give you the necessary information to let you know, like, hey, when momentum is leaving out. So when you see the line right here start separating from the histograms, they're letting you know momentum is leaving quickly, right? So you're gonna say, well, let's go back over here. Best example. Momentum picked up. You see the outside the line. Guess what? Momentum starts sloping. Boom. That letting me know, like, hey, price is leaving. The momentum is shifting. I need to get change directions, and I need to get on the other side ASAP. With the confirmation of the regular divergence, with the red indicator up here, boom, drop. Okay, you see, once it's on the outside of the hall, that means momentum is pushing. They try to push it back up with this bullish hidden divergence, but they did not have what it take. Boom, dropped again. Look at the colors of the squeeze. When you have this dark, nice, vibrant red here, that means it's high bearish momentum. When it's this light pinkish red here, that means it's low bearish momentum and it's shifting. Same thing here. Get this nice, pretty lime green. That means bulls are in the market in control. When you get that dingy green, guess what? They are not there. They leaving, and there's nothing you can do about it. So let's kind of blow this up real quick. And this how you know what was going to happen. So as you see, Tesla love to hang out here in these red bands. These red bands telling you is high momentum, right? These are high pushing areas, right? Same thing with the green bands, letting you know, like, hey, we really pushing. That's when the indicator shows up when they get inside the bands. Once the indicator shows up, they flip, go on about their business, right? In some cases, they'll stay a little bit longer. Some they don't. Now, pay attention to the squeeze. It's also going to keep you out of consolidation points. So you see how I pushed down right here? It really didn't get far. So we know, hey, that downtrend wasn't going to last long for one because it didn't really go far. This is where you wanted to be at, not here. This is sideways price action. Then it hurried and flipped and went back up. Same thing here. It pushed down, but it didn't really go nowhere. Here, 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 or here. Okay. Those are very important things to note when you're looking at your squeeze because they're going to keep you out of consolidation. And let me show you. As you see, right, price didn't do nothing at all. If it's touching the bands, that means it's really not moving. As you see, very tight price action on a 1 hour chart. So that means this is mad boring. Mad boring. Right? Nothing you wanted to touch. It was just nothing but accumulation for them to make this major run they just made. Okay, so always keep your eye on that. If you see Sunday breaking support and you see it just slowly accumulating, that's when people are picking up positions. You need to be checking your news, you need to be checking reports and seeing how you can get in on that. Okay, very key things. Probably want to bag out to a higher time frame, look for confirmation, and try to get in. So to understand a 4 confirmation, very simple. So we look for a buy signal, green histograms on a squeeze. So did you look right there? Buy signal came in, but this already let you know what time it was, right? So I said, hey, that's one confirmation. Boom. Two confirmation. Once it started lighting up, that's three. Okay. Four. Let's go, right? Now it kind of played around a little bit, but it's still hiked up because you had your confirmation. It was not a smooth ride because it is Tesla. Tesla do not do nothing smooth. They just go for what they know. Okay. That's how they like to get down. It is what it is. So you look for those confirmations, and then from there you go down to your lower time frame and find your entry. So if it's looking at a buy and you want to go long, well, guess what? You need to wait for a sell signal on a 15-minute chart, and that gonna be your pullback to let you in on that said trend. Okay. If you looking at a buy signal on a 1 hour, you need a sell signal on at least a 15 minute to have a pullback to a nice support level, so you can buy that support and then go long. You want to buy calls at support, sell puts at resistance. Same thing for futures and forex. When price go to support, you want to go long. When it's bouncing off of it in a bullish market, when it goes to resistance, guess what? You want to go short. When it's bouncing off of resistance in a bearish market, always trade with the trend. You cannot go wrong. Believe me. Okay, so that's your squeeze.
Okay,
That's
I
your
got a
swing.
question.
Yes.
Okay, I see your proof before. I follow that, and I want to talk about. Did you say the band on the squeeze is not touching any of those those columns, light and dark? So
Yes.
that means nothing is really happening.
Yes. That means it's low
Okay,
momentum in the market.
no momentum. And then when we have those little bitty threads, that's consolidation.
Yeah. So, like this, look at it. It can be green or red, right? But just notice when it's like right here, if they are not down here, that means it's low. It's just barely moving, right? So this whole thing is
Right.
consolidation from here to here. Really, from here to here is a lot of consolidation, number up and down movement. So that means price going to be very choppy, and nothing positive come out of choppy price. So on the option end, you can buy a lot of time and ride through the chop and just keep averaging your position, long as it's staying above your support level, right? But in other markets, I wait till price break out of consolidation, then make an intelligent decision after that.
Okay. And my next question was about you had said retracement. Is there a certain amount of space that has to go down instead of it being uh, like the little, like this little indicator, the little mountain, red mountain? That's consolidation. But does it have to be big for it to be retracement?
So when I mean retracement, I mean retracement in price.
Okay. Okay.
So your oscillators also reset and retrace at the same time, but I mean retracement in price. So you want price to come back down to a support level, retest, and verify they're gonna go in that trend before you take it. Because if
Okay.
you just
I got
take the buy signal as soon as it shows up, and then you just hopping in just because you see one, you say, "I got my confirmation, blah blah blah, I'm gonna jump in." Well, guess what? That's when you're gonna end up in drawdown, because the reality of it is price must find support before you go long. You must get a pullback to a decent level before you go long. All right. No problem. All right. So that's the squeeze. Any other questions about the squeeze or the swing before we get into the algo? Okay, smooth. So algo we go. Bada boom. So I'm gonna maximize the pain. There's a lot of stuff in here. We about to dive in and go in. All right. So as you see, you have your buy and sell signals once again. You have your cloud. This is your background cloud. Currently is following price. This is a dynamic support and resistance, right? This right here gonna let you identify like, hey, where we're in the trend, what it's doing, so on and so on. Is it support or is it resistance? Once the cloud flipped, that means it broke support or resistance and is going the opposite direction. Also on the charts, now we're gonna go to this candle. Boom, you got these things called indicators. That's the little green dots. You also have red dots. They show up at the bottom of candles in downtrends. They also show up at top of candles in uptrends to let you know this is a trend disruptor. That means a possible pivot point or a point of disruption where the trend may be a little choppy or they may try to flip in another direction, but it just didn't quite hold. Okay. So that's why the indicators pop up. Now, when you get the caution candles letting you know, hey, the trend is slowing down. It's a possible a reversal or something may take place. So just be careful. It is warning you, hey, be cautious. Something may be going on. Things are getting tricky. The algo is warning you, slow your roll, take your time. Okay. But this is what I was talking about earlier. But when you get these two together, a caution candle and a indicator at the right place in trend, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I call this the Boosie candle, okay? The AKA Boosie candle. You've been hearing about it. This is it. The caution candle indicator. It will set it off. This thing come in. Oh, I would have took this. The moment I seen this on a 1 hour and it flipped price, oh yeah, it's over. I'm in. I ain't even waiting for this. I'm in. Because I know what it's gonna do. But you must trade it with content, right? Like I told you, the oscillators, everything was in bullish position. So we already know we're in a bullish market. Then we got the caution candle indicator. Come on now, you just wait a little bit. Boop, boop. 1, 2, 3 hours. Possibly you want to give it a 4 hour because let this candle close, right? Make sure it closes. So you know this is the candle. Once it closes, it breaks the high, you good to go. So you can simply say, hey, when price break this, I'm going in. Right? Make that a solid line. Price break that, bam, I'm in. Let's make that Bluetooth. That simple. Broke up, we off and running. We in a bullish market. Broke the last high. I mean the last previous point. Boom. Making new highs now. We off and running. Nothing came back. Retest the low. We good to go. I'm sure the algo picked it up, gave you entry, stop loss, and take profits. But there we go. It's ride glide. All right. So caution candle indicator. Love that combination. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So let's get into the algo now. So in the settings, like I just told you about the background clouds. Well, guess what? You can also turn these into lines. If you don't like the clouds, you can do lines. Okay. Well, if you don't like the lines, I got a nice combination called both. This is both. We're going to leave these on and I'm going to show you the rest of the features of the clouds and what they can do. After that, I'll show you how to take them off if you choose not to trade with them at all. Okay. So scroll on down here. Right where it says show clouds, right? This is where we want to be at. Right now we got the box checked, so it giving us auto custom time frame. So as we're on a 1 hour, we're gonna give us the best time frame that suits the 1 hour chart, either above or below. We can do custom lower, custom higher, right? But they're gonna auto populate both different ones according to our needs. That I'll go say, hey, this is the best, right? So let's show lower clouds right now. You're gonna probably see them populate in a second, as you see right here. Those are the lines that's closest to price, right? They really hugging price right now. Okay. Now I'm gonna say show higher clouds, and you're gonna see. I'm gonna uncheck that box. Check this one. Bam. Now it's showing us the higher time frame, probably calculations from the 4 hour chart, but it's gonna give us the best time frame to say, hey, you're good to go. So if you're looking at the higher cloud, it's saying, well, we still in bearish territory. Let me hit OK real quick. So we still in bearish territory because they wanted us to break a more significant high before they said we was good to go. So you look at it, right? They say, man, now you really need to be out over here before you really can let's get somewhere, right? But it pulled up enough. The algo is reading market structure and letting you know, like, hey, price got to at least go here before we can say the trend actually changed. Depends on the time frame that you work in. The time frame work gonna depends on when the algo changes its direction. Remember, it's always a trend within a trend within a trend. So it can be on a sell on one time frame and a buy on another time frame. That does mean the trends are not aligned at the moment. But once you get all the trends to align, that is a home run trade that is require patience. All right. So let's go back into this. And let's say, well,
Hey,
yes,
hey, Neo, got a question.
yes.
If you're looking on the four hour time frame, and are you looking for on the 1 hour for your entry? Like, are you looking for the buy on the 4 hour, then you turn around looking for the sell on the 1 hour or 30 minutes?
Well, least I'll go down to like a 30 minute. And I also want to see that the 1 hour is in confluence with that higher time frame. Then I'll try to see if I can find like a break in that, right? So let's do this. How can I show you
Because
that real quick?
I guess like I'm looking at the cloud that you
Mm-hmm.
just put on. Like I
Yes.
know, say for instance, the higher cloud is the 4 hour, but then
Oh, yeah,
you
I'm
get the
show
buy
you.
signal on the 1 hour.
All right, so right now I'm about to show you then. So I just changed the higher
Okay.
cloud to the 4 hour chart. Now I'm gonna uncheck this box real quick. So once I uncheck that box, that should calculate the 4 hour time frame because now I set the custom. Okay.
Okay.
So bam. So yeah, it was already set to the 4. So right now the 4 hour still in the sale, but you got to remember if there's a trickle down effect, right? So the 1 hour start pushing, eventually it will push the 4 hour to go in the said direction. Now let's take it back over here then. When a buy signal was in on a 4 hour chart, right? Way back here. At that point, every sell signal was your entry back to support to catch the long. See what I mean? Every sell signal was a secondary entry back in. So once you had your buy signal on a 4 hour, all right, cool. Can you go down and get in a little bit faster? Yes, you possibly can. Depends on where you at in that 4 hour trend. That makes sense. There's understand like,
Yeah.
hey, price will pull back every so often. So let's say you catch the fresh buy signal on a 4 hour trend on a 1 hour, you good to go, right? Now you just know I probably go down to a lower time frame and get in. But you know the buy signal on a 1 hour been going for a while. Well, guess what? You want to wait until it comes into a sell so you can get in on that said trend. Because it's gonna happen. Just a matter of time, right? As you see. Buy signal, long run, sell signal got to come because they got to cool off and pull back to a said level. Okay, as you see,
Gotcha.
sell signal was your
Okay.
entry because if you would have took this anything up in here, you would this is like your best price. This is overpaying. This is your discount. So when the sell signals come in off a higher time frame framework, that is the telling you it's about to go on sale. So you catch the sale. Guess what? Once it finds support, you want to let it go all the way down until it finds support. All right. You never rush this. You let it go all the way down to it finds support, and then you catch it and go in. So you can do if you understand Fibonacci's, you can say, well, this is my last swing low, right? Boom, I'm gonna take it up to the swing high. This was my pivot high. Guess what? It went 30% on sale. I know the 4 hour is still bullish, so I guess it's the best sell I'm gonna get. Put it in Morningstar pattern. Let me just highlight that a little bit.
Take over. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so you see, this was your reversal pattern right there. Bearish engulfing, indecisive candle, bullish engulfing, Morningstar going off. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's how you play it.
So, would I have to go in and uncheck the custom,
Yes, you
the auto
will.
custom?
Yes.
Okay.
But in theory, right, that's if you want to work it like that. And what you want to do when you first, I can show you definitely, I'll walk you through this at the end. But you definitely want to start top down and make sure your signals aligning that top down. And then from there, you just take the trade once it presents itself. Okay.
Okay.
So we can say, well, 4 hour time frame. We're gonna say, man, listen, I want a buy on a daily. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna wait. Go down here. Boop. One day, click. Let that populate. Boom. So we been bullish, right? So you had the buy on the daily. Well, guess what? You wait for it. You can go to the 1 hour and find that support. Then it's like, well, I just definitely need to sell. If it's a buy on the daily, I need to sell on the 1 hour at least, so I can go on here and get the best discounted price. And you just kind of go for what you know. So you get a buy on the daily, buy on the 4 hour, wait for the buy on the 1 hour. You smooth, or at least let the buy on the 1 hour find support. But you want to let it kind of start working its way out. If it flies off the bat and you miss it, oh well, you wait for a better setup and you come back when it's sensible. You never want to trade something sporadic. You want to let it have some common sense. And those are the best trades to take.
Okay. Like it. Like it. Like it.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Neil.
No problem. All right. So let's cut these clouds off. All right. So simply go here, go to none, and they go. Poof. So now we got a nice little clean chart. Now let's scroll on down. So we also have Bollinger Bands built in, right? So right now I'm gonna show you what it looked like without the precision, because once we cut on precision, it's gonna change the deviations of the Bollinger Band. So you also want to leave this on because it helped the algo read the price better, help it read the chart better. So you want to leave on percent precision always, right? So this is what it looked like without the precision cut on. This is the deviation that it normally be without precision, right? So that's how I look, a little bit wider. Typical Bollinger Band strategy. Once you get into one of the bands, once price the bands are opening up, that means momentum is going in that said direction. When they start closing up, that means price is starting to consolidate. This is out of consolidation. This is consolidation. Now, let's go back. There you go. See, my blood boot was a little too early. But yeah, so now it's reading it even better. It's saying, hey, it's really need to pull back now. Come on in it. And it's gonna read a little bit better. You'll ask, like, what's the difference between this and hidden reversal bands? Well, the Bollinger Bands stay closer to price longer than the hidden reversal bands. Hidden reversal bands like to be farther out and they scream calculations to let you know, like, no, we really about to come back. This is not a game we're really gonna come back. The cheat code is great for swing trading. If you want to day trade, the same concept, all you gotta do is scale it down for your time frame. Same thing I just showed the last gentleman. If you understand what the trend is, you just simply scalp in that said direction. Long term, you just looking at higher time frames. So you'll be like, all right, 1 week, 1 day, boom, take it like that on a 1 hour. If you want to say, well, I want to day trade, well, guess what? You need to see what the 1 hour is doing. Go down to the 15 minute or the 5 minute, wait for your setup on that for your entry to go in that direction of the 1 hour. Boom, same trade. If you want to scalp it, guess what? You need to look what the 15 minute is doing. Go down to the 5 and 1 minute and get in like that. Same concept. You're just going using shorter time frames and you in a trade for less. Got it? Okay.
And it works. Thanks, Leo. You said about being patient, and it works.
Yes.
How you said to do that top down with those exact numbers, and it just flows. The whole thing will just be reached. That's the whole.
Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. All right. So next I'm gonna show you these signals in Confluence. You cut those on, and I'm gonna cut this off. And we're gonna take away the Bollinger Bands, and then I'm gonna cut on the hidden reversal bands. Okay, I'm uncheck now for the hidden reversal bands. You gotta uncheck this box. It says hidden reversal bands. You just come in, uncheck it, then they show up. Okay, bet. As you see, Tesla was in the blue band. You see the reaction? Blue band caution candle indicator, all you need to know. So at first it was saying, hey, we had a bearish trend confirmed, but at the wall, it kept going, changed direction. Then you had your trend change, bullish trend change. Then it said, hey, bullish trend confirmed. Price went off. Right? Once price came down for a little bit, they say trend change, but once again, it flipped. This is a 1 hour chart, so this is weeks and weeks of price action movement. Okay, they still buying Tesla. Mm, mm, mm. So let's swing on over to the current price action. So price was getting up there, but it had no luck. Like I told y'all earlier, this is your trade manager, right? Now, for the gentleman that asked me at the start of the thing, this is what I saw. On a 4 hour chart, we got up to TP1, correct? This was it broke past your entry, never hit your stop, so people went long, right? You could have went long on a 14 of last week, got the TP1, try to push up TP2, but guess what? You had a evening star pattern get put in, bullish candle, indecisive doji, bearish engulfing, boom, even star. That's the bearish pattern. And as you see with earnings coming out, this is what happened. The 1 hour chart gave you the entry for it. The 4 hour chart, I'm sure once price goes below the entry and a little bit lower, it should flip and go ahead and give you the calculations for the downside price action. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. That's your confluence and hit reversal. Bam, that go. Cut those off. Then also we have built-in moving averages for the ones who cannot use the all the other fancy little indicators. All right. We got built-in moving averages called cloud types. It's at EMA, SMAs, and a couple other ones, RMAs, HMAs. HMAs is a whole moving average. It's very fast, but a lot of typical traders use the EMAs. I have a question in chat. I believe it's probably like on average of a middle band is a 2021. That's a typical retracement point for anything or price period. So that's the same concept Bollinger Bands use is a 20 moving average as your retrace back to means. All right. Yeah. So that's about it. Them hidden reversal bands, some special calculation. I ain't even figure those out. They ain't giving up all the secret sauce. You know, I give them secret sauce out, but they ain't getting all the sauce. All right. So these are the EMA clouds, right? Very discreet, nice, giving you very clean confluence. As you see, once the clouds open up, that's giving you straight confluence. It's just telling you it's going. Right? We knew Tesla was still bullish because it landed right in your secondary cloud. So each side of these clouds are moving average, right? So you have 4 moving averages on the screen, but it doesn't look clunky if you're using your regular moving averages, right? So these clouds and ribbons, right? That's how they look when they open up. So this is 5, 12, 34, 50. Great set of moving averages. You got your short and you got your longs. You got your mid range and you got your long range. They're letting you giving you perfect confluence with crossovers. This thing is spread it apart and it's trying to find support right now on the 5 for the 4 hour, right? But as you see, it broke past that. So we smooth selling. The moment both clouds turn green, the fast turned green first because they had the crossover signal in the crossover. Reason why it turned green. This one started choking out. Boom, turn green. Separation. Off and running. Off and running. Okay. So you can play around with the other clouds as you see fit. And you can have a ball. So let's go down to a lower time frame. I like using a 12-minute chart. And I'm gonna go over the other features as far as the nice built-in Fibonacci that we have. Did you understand anything about auto fibs? We have some built in that you understand how to draw your own fibs. These are great, very great feature of the algo. And they can also be customized for your time frame. Yes. You kind of can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, the TP1. Can you put alerts on that where it'll make a sound or something? Or no?
What if it hidden price?
Yes.
Uh, well, typically it's fixed on the chart. You're gonna set a regular alert, and it should hit it like that.
Okay, and it'll make a sound.
Yeah, so they set a regular alert. So this line your alert up with the TPs like that,
Okay,
as you see,
okay,
because they
that's
normally
how.
only time they change locations, right? Let's say you dip to a lower time frame, or let's say you want to know if it hit TP1 on a 1 hour, I'll set your alert because it's going to give you that set price, unless direction of trend changes and it's going to go in the opposite direction. So you can say, hey, if 290.08 is my stop loss, 293.71 is my entry, I'm going to set an alert here, and I'm going to set an alert here to let me know when price stop me out and when price hit my tape perfect one.
Okay, okay, thank you. That's,
No problem. All right. So yeah, so these are the auto fibs. You can also customize these. So you uncheck this, you can change whatever time frame you see fit. You want to tighten up the time frame, widen the time frame, whatever you like. But right now, as long as it's box check, it's gonna change time frames to each chart that we use. So this is a 12-minute fib. As you see, is red up here, green down here, because what happened, these things change colors as price approach them. So they stay green for support, red for resistance. So price falling, this thing will turn red and let you know, hey, this is resistance. This is if it's coming down, they say, hey, that's a green light to go. We going to the dirt, right? If it turns green and price hit it, well, guess what? That means no, this is support, is about to go up. Same thing here. If this thing don't turn green when price approaching it, well, guess what? That is resistance. To demonstrate that, now we're gonna go over to the live market, which is the futures. Oh yeah, where you at? No, go here. NQ. Nasdaq 100 always got some good action. Okay. So right now we currently at a support level, but we ain't got to get it how we live. Okay. So hit auto, blow the price scale out. Let's get it. So right now we getting a crossover and price is running. Boom boom. So I was hoping it was gonna be going the opposite direction at the time. There we go. Bam. You see how I turned red? Letting you know, hey, it's maybe dropping here. So there should be a tweezer top if this closed properly, or inside bar, depends on the size of this candle. But you see it's keep turning red and green because they's trying to fight for control, letting you know like, hey, this could be bullish, could be bearish, we don't know yet. This may be support, could be a resistance level. A price close below it, we're gonna turn red as resistance. Okay, so that's how it works. Now let's say, well, the price been running a lot. We want to know, what can we do, right? What can we do? Let's show. Let's say, well, this is kind of much. Medium, well, let's take it down because it's low volume. We're not expecting much. So we're going to lower it down, risk tolerance to low. Hit OK. Bam. We already at TP1, approaching TP2. Like I told you, it's going to turn red because this is bearish. Brr. So that way we already would have been out the trade. We looking for TP2, so we would have been pushing our luck. So either we scaling out or we just getting out all together. Okay. That's how that would have worked. That simple, right? So yeah. You see it. All right. So last but not least, to show you how to cut that off, to see show trade, simply hit it, it goes away. So you can adjust this to high tolerance too. It's totally up to you. But in low volume markets, preferably take it down to low and you good to go. Now I'm gonna show you how to cut on the cheat candles real quick. So you want to come right up here on your cloud types. You want to check cheat candles. You want to hit OK. Once you hit OK, guess what? They're gonna look crazy like this, but do not worry. Just come right over here to chart settings. It's in this top corner over here, or you can right click on your chart and bring it up too. Go over to symbols, and I want you to uncheck bodies, borders, and wicks. Hit OK, then you good to go. All right. So the cheat candles are like Hakanashi candles, but on steroids. It is reading momentum, not price, momentum. Right. So as you see, price is down here, the candle up here. So don't get that mistaken and say, hey, oh, I'm good to go. Price is doing this. No, this is purely momentum. Same thing with Hakanashi candles. You must understand is reading momentum, not price. So it is delayed. That's the only feature on the algo that is delayed is the cheat candles because reading momentum. Larger the candle, more momentum. Smaller the candle, less momentum. Okay.
Wait a minute, Neil. Wait, you're
Yes.
saying this has nothing to do with price? I am so confused here.
Yeah. So
What do
you
you mean?
have candles that read momentum, and then you have candles that read price. Then you have
Oh,
candles that read price movement. So regular candles, your regular Japanese candles and hollow candles read price action. Hakanashi candles, Rinko candles, and the cheat candles read momentum, not price. So you see this little line? This is where your price at, but you see the body of the candle whale up here.
wait, where's the price
Right
again?
here. You see the right over here on the scale? You see how it's red in the NQU? This is your where
Oh,
your
over there. Okay,
yes.
I didn't have my
So,
thing
but you
on.
notice this was see the body of the candle whale up here,
Uh huh.
and it's that's a wick. It's telling you the momentum,
Okay.
not the price level. So if it was regular candles, your price, the body of the candle be down here, but the body of the candle up here because it's telling you, hey, this is momentum and it's on support. So they fighting to hold it up. The moving average is trying not to cross back over, so that's the reason why it's looking like this. But if you keep as the body increases, that's telling you the momentum is picking up to that said direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
smooth. No problem, no problem. And to cut this off, you simply go back in here, cut on bodies, borders, and wicks first because you just uncheck the cheat candles, they will disappear. You hit OK, go into settings, uncheck it, then boom. Now, I prefer to use hollow candles, so you want to use hollow candles with the algo. Come right over here to say plot candles, uncheck that, then you hit OK, then bam, hollow candles. As you see, this is the body of a candle compared to the last candle I just showed you. See that? And see how the body keeping up with price? Boom, boom, boom. Now these read price. The other ones do not. They also work on different types of candles too. So you got your regular candles, then you got bars. This is the original form of candlesticks. They ain't even called candlesticks; these called bars, right? They used to use this in the futures market a lot before the Japanese candles came out, right? So this is how they used to originally trade back in the day with these things. Very simple to read. Price open on the left, close on the right. If it pushed up, that means it's a bullish candle. If it closed down below the left side bar, that's a bearish candle. So you see here, right? Price open down here, but candle trying to price trying to close up here. So this open here, close there. That's how you read bars. If you don't know, now you know. And also you can use. I used to use Renko candles. They're a little different, right? So they operate off a certain calculation. So you see pure price action. If price don't move out of a certain area by a certain calculation, these are not going to form new bars, right? So that's way to use these. Go down to 15 seconds. But you see how it's just ghosts in here? It's really not going to do nothing. They'll form like blocks like this. So it actually has its own trading pattern that you know how to use them. But yeah, do your own due diligence. But all right. And if you want to set alerts, you don't know how to set cheat code alerts. I'll show you real quick. So simply come over here, add an alert. First, add in a regular alert, right? Just plain Jane. Plain Jane. Let that thing populate. So once the alert is there, boom, right click, edit. So underneath conditions, you hit that, you go to Algo V4. Then you can set buy and sell alerts. You can set bullish trend changes, the whole nine, right? You say, well, I want to, since we're going up, I want a sell signal, right? So I say a sell signal, I title it. Then I say what I want to do, how often, once per minute or once bar, only once, right? So you can just play around with those settings. You can also set alerts on your oscillators, like your squeeze and swing for different things, so on and so on. But that's how you set algo alerts. So, yeah. I don't want that alert to go off because those things are very annoying. So I deleted it. All right. So that is my presentation of the cheat code algo, people. Yes, we said have 15 people don't have the algo. Okay. So if you don't have the algo and you would like to get the algo, Guess what? I got a nice little link for you. I'm gonna post it right here in the chat. Okay. Post. There you go. So it's right there in the chat where you can get the algo. You hit that link, you should be able to get the algo, and you're good to go. Okay. Boom. All right. So yeah, you hit that link, you'll be able to get the cheat code algo. Now to the gentleman question that was earlier, right? So let me show you. So this is what you'll want to do. NVDA. Real quick, little extra secret sauce real fast, and then we're gonna get up out of here. All right. So when you do a top-down analysis, very simple to do. The algo helped you out and do it very swiftly too, right? So I want to say I'm looking for a swing trade. So I'm going to the weekly, right? Come back to life. There we go. All right. First thing first, I'm going to look for the buy signal or the sell signal. Well, guess what? We got a buy signal on the weekly chart. Okay, cool. I got 4 for 4 confirmation. I hit that too fast, right? I got 4 for 4 confirmation on the weekly chart. Okay, cool. So there's already established that the market is hella bullish, right? Come down to the daily chart. Wait for it. Then you're gonna say, well, hey, there's buy signal here, buy signal here. So the most recent one, we're gonna say buy signal here. Everything's saying good except the swing. The swing saying moment's fine, but we do have a buy signal on the daily. So at the moment, we'll say, hey, we're bullish, right? Go to the 4 hour. Well, guess what? Buy signal still in. Everything's still pointing up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go down to the 1 hour, right? I messed that up. Come on, reverse. Okay. What in New York at? Okay, that's today close. This was Monday, right? So we already know we've been bullish on a daily and a weekly and a 4 hour, right? So now this at 1 hour to say it was Monday, you had a buy signal. Okay, great. Now you need to wait for a pullback. Well, that's when the pullback came, right? So it's like, okay, cool, we're gonna highlight that. Then you simply say, I'm gonna go down to my 15-minute chart. And boom. Like I told you, wait for the sell signal, right? Get rid of these dang alerts. Don't bother me. Once you had your sell signal, look what price did. Found support. Once the buy signal came in, you could have rolled Nvidia up. So buy signal came in Tuesday. But you know, if it's on support level and ain't breaking support, it's safe to say I can take this trade because all the higher time frames are bullish. Right? And you can just wait for it. See, it came out one of those boxes, had to cool off. Moment everything lined it up, gave you the confirmation, you was good to go. And you would have had a great successful trade. Right? And that's how you use the algo. Top down analysis. Okay. So there y'all go, people.
Neil, what if you use the 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15 minutes? Is that what you use?
No, so this is just doing a simple top down analysis.
For this example, I'm just saying for this, yeah.
Yes.
So what if your let's say you use the 4 hour and it was bearish, but the 1 hour and the 15 minute were bullish.
Well, the
with bearish.
So if the 4 hour bearish and a 1 hour is bullish, then you might want to just wait until it get into alignment. You gotta see which one is right. So if you go to the daily or the weekly, if it's in a buy on the weekly chart, well, we know it's still up, right? It's just pulling back because every time frame got to pull back. So if it's in a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. So we already know we've been in a buy on the weekly, right? So let's go.
We can hardly hear you.
I said we've been in a buy on the weekly with Nvidia, right? So you look at it. a sell signal came in on that Friday. It had to find support. But if you look where they find support at, it ain't like it broke the low. So let's hide the
Right.
oscillators. Okay, great.
Mm.
See, this is your last swing low. This your swing high. This your last swing
Mm-hmm.
low, right? So this your higher low
Mm-hmm.
right now, right? So that was
Mm-hmm.
support. So you've been running. Think about this is a 4 hour chart. So every two candles is a day. So that was support.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been running. Think about this is a 4 hour chart. So every two candles is a day. So from the last buy signal to here, that was 10 days of price action. Price had to cool off, right? So if you know you got in over here, then you can expect this to happen. So you like, okay, great. Now I'm gonna wait. If I see a sell signal on a 4 hour, then that means and we in an uptrend, I'm not gonna count a trend trade. I'm gonna wait till it finds support.
Are you gonna, if you're in the trade, are you going to stay in it, or are you going to get out and
Well,
enter back in?
if I was in over here, I'm not gonna give up all that profit. I'm gonna take profits. So if
Okay,
once I seen
got it.
price doing this and start putting in topping patterns, right? So
Mm-hmm.
once you got here, indecisive candle, this candle start opening up bearish. I'm taking profits. Once I get to a certain
Okay.
profit point, I put on a trailing stop and I trail my profits so I can guarantee to lock in something. I don't want to take no losses unexpected like this because the option market do close. But once you see it doing all of this, why sit through all of that? Because you entered
Right.
on this candle, well, guess what? That's coming back to your entry. That's tearing your contract up and losing
Mm-hmm.
value. So you don't want to sit through that. You at a high, you should be over 30, 40%. Take your money, go on about your business. Actually, it should be over 100%. You would have got in here and here. So come on. So you simply take profits at the highs. If once you see this coming, you say, "Oh man, that's a bearish candle. I'm going to take profit. Let me get out of the way."
Mm-hmm.
Right? You want to sell in the strength, not in the weakness. So you can
Right.
always demand your best price.
And would you get back in
Once
based
it
on
finds
this one
support,
where the buy signal,
uh,
there, because it took out the bearish candles, buy signal candles got the bearish candles.
yeah. So once it
Would
finds
that be
support,
enough of confirmation for you?
yeah, once it finds support and it start bouncing off support, I may as long as it's on support level, I'll reevaluate what's going on. But if it's still holding this support and I see it's trying to come up and it ain't retesting its low, because it's your last swing low, right? You see how it never came back down? Let me put a line there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
right there. Bam. So that was the last low.
Mm-hmm.
Price never retested the low. So I'm gonna wait for it, let it dance around, and I'm probably get back in before it even turn red again, or before even buy signal come in. But if you just wait, it still pulled back a little bit, right? Because it had to cool off before it
Mm-hmm.
actually took off. It wasn't quite ready yet. See, that's the cloud even telling you it's still kind of weak. It didn't really open up to over here. It had to get past this because this is an order block right here.
Mm-hmm.
So price was bouncing around. It had a little resistance, and once it broke that, then like, okay, smooth to go. But you just simply be patient. A lot of times you get a nice little run on the trade, you let it cool off. You can revisit later once it start breaking certain key levels. Preferably you want to get past 441. That would have been a great entry to get in and go up. The moment you see it coming back up, you say, well, it is bullish, it's riding the EMA. I can take it on the EMA, but if it get off of EMA, I'm not trading it, right? So yeah, you just wait for those days and you good. Okay.
If it gets off the EMA, you don't trade it because
It's gonna retrace back.
Yeah, it's going to retrace back. Okay, got it.
Okay. Bada boom, bada bing. Makes sense. So, yes. Hey, Dunny. Uh, yeah, the algo is great for swing trading. You can also day trade with it too. It depends on how you like to use it. It's very versatile. I guess you didn't hear when I asked your question earlier. I see you reposted it. I know you didn't. I don't know how I skipped you. Did you repost it? But yeah, there you go. All right, so without further ado, this was the cheat code algo class. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Always welcome to come back next Wednesday. Go over the secret sauce again. Get y'all right. And if you want to join a community, if you're not part of the community, or you want to just simply get the algo, here's that said link right here. You can get the algo, get your cheat code trading card, so that way you can also learn chart patterns to help improve your technical analysis skills, so you can better recognize patterns and you can increase your profitability. Knowledge is power. Remember that, folks.
Neil,
Yes.
one more question.
Yes.
What does this new logo mean? I don't get it. The
It's
new cheat code logo.
it's a surprise.
Oh, okay. So it's not the final product.
Yes, it is a surprise.